Welcome to the Live Fire Media Show, episode 26. A serious show where we discuss firearms, training, tactics, tier 1 operators operating operationally. Your hosts tonight are the always entertaining Hunter Elliott, Range Hot. I'm Kawaka47, aka Dave from High Point, or as Hunter likes to call me, Iron Man, not the Marvel one. And tonight we're joined by a good friend of mine, Zeke Stout.
To be determined.
Of MGS Trade School.
Okay, I have to ask.
Welcome to the show. What's up?
Do you always do that cheesy Zoo Crew radio voice at the beginning of every episode?
No, sometimes I do some.
Well, first I should ask: do y'all cuss on this show?
Oh, absolutely.
No, dude. All kind of.
Okay, then what the fuck was that?
Oh, just being stupid.
Yeah,
because I can.
He learned that in SEAL instructor school. He was
gotcha.
SEAL instructor.
Right.
Gotcha. No, he doesn't have enough hair to use the hair gel in SEAL school. I mean, SEAL school. SEAL school. But there we go.
Sears, like Sears and Roebuck school. When you were selling Craftsman tools, remember? Are you?
Yeah, that's it.
Are you recording?
Oh yeah, we're recording, man.
Yeah. Hey, well, full disclosure, I don't have any pants on, so if I got to get up and piss.
Yeah,
and
that's
cool. If you don't have any pants on, why do you gotta get up to piss?
Well,
you're right there. You got a bottle?
My couch has gotten really stinky, so and it's like be in the yard like everybody else.
I'd say that would be quick at killing that camera.
Now, I mean, hey, if you ain't ever seen one, you don't know what it is, and if you have, it ain't nothing new.
Well, I was actually thinking because I mean, who cares? We're recording. So Zeke, I had a colonoscopy today, so I was like, I might be quick to hit that camera kill button in case I got to run to the bathroom again, just to try and get back to being regular. But it's like, whatever.
How'd that go lightly go yesterday?
Oh, yesterday was terrible. Terrible. Actually, you know what? Yesterday sucked. Was worse than today because it wasn't until 3:00. So you hit like 11:00 this morning, and I couldn't drink anything. All bloody.
They had an afternoon colonoscopy.
Yeah,
why didn't you tell me it like fucking 08?
I didn't know, man. I just they called me to schedule it, and I was like, yeah, sure. Like, how about this was last week? Like, how about next Wednesday at 3? And I was like, sure.
That's crazy. I used to work in the medical field, and the hospital I worked at for a while was like all the colonoscopies were before lunch.
Yeah, that's
that would have been like way easier. I think I told my wife that I think that's what made this kind of hell. I feel like was because I started at noon yesterday. I had rice for lunch, and then it was nothing the rest of the day. But I had to start drinking the prep stuff at 5, which wasn't bad, but just the volume of I was flavoring with a Crystal Light lemonade. I was getting real sick of fucking lemonade after about the second glass.
I wonder if it was just the doctors fucking with you. You're like, hey, I wonder how long we can keep this dumbass from eating. I'm gonna tell him 3, but he's not gonna buy it.
This guy needs to lose some weight. They were gonna help him out a little bit.
I'm like, oh fuck me.
Yeah. What a rookie move.
Yeah, that definitely sucked. I was happy to get out of there because I was starving, and I was really more thirsty than was even starving, just because I couldn't drink anything. But yeah, wow, what an experience! Yay!
How much more time are we going to devote to this, just so I know when to tune back in?
Hunter, get fucked.
I ain't the one got fucked today, baby.
All right, fine. How about this? Hunter, Zeke, Hunter. Fucking introduce yourself.
Brother, how are you?
How's it going, man? Nice to meet you. And see, now we're going to be very professional and cordial, and we won't cuss. We're going to be very, like. Oh, is that it? Okay.
That was the flash in the pan. I got a hemorrhoid like a fucking bundle of grapes right now. I'm not in a great mood.
Wow. Okay.
Sorry. You want to?
I don't know what to say after that.
Yeah, right.
When I kind of does that, he's known to see him go. Yeah.
No, Jesus Christ.
Come on, man.
He's good at killing shit like that. You just go, okay, and now let's find something to talk about.
You're so fucking repressed.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
whatever.
Well, I appreciate your time, man. This was great. We're at almost 5 minutes. So,
all right, cool. See you, buddy.
Cheers. Hey,
See you
thanks for having me on, guys.
Oh, no, Zeke, we can stay on. Fuck him. He can leave.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You're the best piece of ass you ever had, you fucking moot.
Oh, my God.
I feel the same way.
Well, big main thing, I guess, Hunter, is are you feeling better, buddy, since you couldn't
oh, yeah. Yeah, it was coming out of both ends like muddy water. I'm telling you. Son, I could shit through a screen door, and I am all better now.
No, that's just great. We go from colonoscopies to you coming out of both ends last week. That's awesome.
You know what fixed me up, man? I was trying everything, and nothing worked.
Okay.
Mezcal. Whatever was in me, it killed the shit out of it because I was mezcal. Woke up next day, feel like $100 trillion.
I figured you say it was the booze was killing whatever it was because that's your typical shot show RX.
When's the last time you seen me sick at fucking shot?
I don't think I've ever seen you sick at shot.
No, because I drink a lot of fucking booze.
I'm never sick at shot. I've only gotten sick coming back like twice maybe.
Yeah, but we do a lot of tongue kissing, and that transfers, that anesthetic transfers over into the Kawaka. And so you're immune by proxy.
Huh.
Yeah. Don't sit right there and try to be tough because we got company. Everybody knows. Everybody knows.
Okay.
So if you're embarrassed, say you're embarrassed, and we can call it off. But
I'm just thinking, where did he come up with this shit?
Really?
It's called gay chicken.
Gay chicken. Yeah, Hunter's very familiar with that.
I was in the Marines for 4 years.
He knows exactly what it is then.
Exactly.
Zeke, you should have heard him and Tony. Oh my God. I've known both him and Tony for about the same amount of time. And I can't understand how between shot shows and NRAs and other shit, I've not had them in the booth at the same time to meet one another. So we finally did it before going to Goals this year. Had Tony on and Hunter was on, and oh my God, those two kicked in the Marine Overdrive, and it was a fucking riot. I didn't have to do anything. I just sat back and laughed and listened to it all.
We had a good time.
I'm good. I don't need any more, baby. No, I don't want it. Take it to the kitchen.
I'm gonna have a little more if you don't mind. Thank you.
No, by all means, man. No, take it to the kitchen, Eva. Take it to the kitchen. Cookies. I was trying to save them, I think. I don't know.
I love the child intermissions.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they know. Even when I've been guests on their shows, they can come in and screen. I was like, I don't care, dude. You're my kids. I'm at home. Like, who gives a shit? Yeah. People on shows don't like it. That's their problem, Tough shit. Are you going to bed now? You want to say hi to Hunter? Okay. Yeah. Say hi to Hunter.
Hey, Hunter. Your teeth. How many teeth you missing?
How many teeth are you missing?
One.
Just one?
Look there. Don't look at them. Look there.
Did you get the?
I have two down here and then two up here.
Remember what I told you? Do you remember what I told you? One tooth is worth $5. One tooth is worth $5 to the tooth fairy.
Okay, well, for this tooth, I got it. I had $2.
What?
Yeah.
You see that damn tooth fairy, you tell him he owes you $3. The tooth fairy might get hit in the eye in Vegas.
Good luck with that, Eva. Go bed, little girl.
Give that woman $5 for a tooth, Kawaka.
When I was a kid, we got a quarter.
I think it was like $1 at the most.
Shoot.
Hey, do like I say.
Nah, I'm good.
All right. Defy me at your own risk.
Okay. Okay, Zeke, I told you I'm not gonna throw a bunch of questions at you, but so you can educate Hunter. What do you do? Who are you?
What do I
know.
Do?
I mean, you work in marketing.
Yeah, I do jobs.
Yeah, me too, man. Me too. That's fucking cool.
No, so you want me to just give my background on how I got in the industry and all that?
Sure.
Started the Talking Lead podcast back in 2012.
Oh, yeah.
Within a year, we were the largest gun podcast in the world. We were in 117 countries.
Wow.
Yeah, and then parlayed that into an executive vice president gig with the school that is now my competitor that I go head to head against that I'm not a fan of. So I won't mention their name, but everybody knows them. Yeah, what? Grew them pretty substantially, and then parlayed that into a TV show on Discovery Channel, where I was the host of Master of Arms.
Get the fuck out! You was on TV.
Yeah, it sucked.
Did it really?
The show was good. It was. I tell you what, it was the most fun I've ever had working in my life. But when it went to air, it was the weirdest stress I've ever had. Because I'm used to, you do a job. If it gets screwed up, you fix it. You learn how to fix it. You hire somebody to fix it, right?
Sure.
TV, once it goes out there, if it's screwed up, you're like, oh shit, that's not how that should have gone. And it's gone forever. There's no going back to fix it. So that was a weird part. And then of course, you know, they tell us, oh, well, if you get 800,000 viewers a week, you'll get season 2. Well, after the +3s, which is like the on-demands and the recordeds, we were getting 1.2 million a week. And
wow, just on the TV show.
Yeah, and they canceled it. And we're like, hey, we thought you were going to do this. So for a while, we were negotiating, trying to get our contracts, you know, lined up for season 2. And then finally, I asked our talent rep, I was like, dude, just shoot me straight. Was it the guns? He's like, yeah, it probably had something to do with the guns. I'm like, dude, we were doing flintlock muzzle loaders. Nobody's going to rob a bank with that, much less a mass shooting. No. Or they're going to be like, stop running, hang on.
Well, you going to jerk them off?
Exactly.
Let's talk more about that.
That's my other side gig.
Oh, I'm not a professional because I don't get paid anymore. So I
typically only in Vegas at SHOT Show. So, but so now after the TV show happened, I called that other school's biggest competitor. And I said, hey, you want me to do for you what I did for them? They were like, hell yeah, we do. And I said, well, I need equity. I need to buy in. So I talked to them for a couple of days, and then their lawyers called. And next thing you know, I had my offer on the table. So now I'm part owner of MGS Trade School, which is a gunsmithing school. I do that. And then most recently, which is what I want David to pimp for me, I wrote a book.
Hell yeah. Is it like a coloring book, or is it like a real reading?
No, I didn't do a coloring book because I have too many Marine friends and they eat the tools to utilize the coloring book.
You know, I'm fucking warmed up for that. Okay. What a dick. What's the book about?
So that's the funny thing. Like, as soon as I announced it on social media, at first I didn't want to announce it because
you didn't want to.
I've done TV. Yeah, I've done TV. I've done radio. I've done podcasts, YouTube. All of those you can kind of put up a little bit of a persona, right?
Oh, there it is.
When you write a book, you're letting people inside your brain. And it's like super vulnerable feeling like, oh shit, I don't know if I want too many people reading this. Oh shit. But then a buddy of ours, actually, y'all both may know him, Yehuda Rimmer, Pew Pew Jew.
Yeah.
So I had him read it, and he ordered it, and as soon as he got it, he made a social media post. And I was like, oh shit. Cat's out of the bag. So I just kind of announced it. And the first thing everybody's like, oh, is it a gun book? Is it a gun book? Is it a gun book? The only thing gun about this is the main character is a firearms instructor, and that's it. And then at one point he goes to reach for a pistol in his glove compartment. Other than that, it's kind of this weird philosophy, metaphysical kind of sci-fi fiction story. And it's so I wanted to write. Let me rewind.
Go for it.
And this is going to be a weird fucking rewind. I lost my virginity at 19 years old, my second semester of college. So
hold on, in the interest of history, do you mind telling me what his name was?
John.
Okay.
And he was a Marine, so it was okay. It wasn't.
So you're so lucky.
I wasn't gay then.
Yeah. So no, what was her name? I can't remember. Anyways, I thought I was going to hell because I was raised in a super strict Christian environment, like hyper, like over the top. So what did I do? I got my little Bible and I locked myself in my room in college, and I read the Bible front to back. And nowhere in there does it say don't have sex before marriage. And I was kind of like,
fornication.
Well, technically, by interpretation, yes. But if
Okay.
you go by definition, not necessarily. And even fornication is not really, don't do this in the Bible. In the Old Testament, it's like it happened all the time. No big deal. People were
Sure.
having sex with other people's wives, and it wasn't a big deal. So I was like, no, well, that doesn't make sense. And then I was like, wait, I also didn't see a thing about hell in the Bible. So I went on this deep dive about like, why was I always taught there's this pitchfork holding guy that stabbed you in fiery pits, and it's not in that book.
Right.
and I kept looking, and I kept going, what the hell? And so yeah, I did this big deep search for years, and just kind of, I would tell people I'm theistic agnostic, but
Ooh.
I believe in God. I just don't have enough information to tell you exactly what it is.
Right.
Okay.
And so that kind of led to these other like deep thinking times, sitting around with your buddies late at night drinking or whatever you're imbibing in, and just having these philosophical, oh, what about this, what about this? So the main storyline came from one of those deep thought kind of things.
Okay.
And I came back to Christianity in my own weird way. Like
Good.
I'm not a fan of like organized churches,
I get that.
especially mega churches, but I have my own relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's
And
important.
that's and the book kind of about that point where the guy's like, hey, look, because I used to hate church. Like I used to be like, fuck churches, they're controlling. And then I got to thinking, I'm like, wait, there's a lot of people that are really fucked up that would be doing really fucked up shit if it wasn't for church.
Right.
Sure.
So then
Right.
I kind of made peace with churches. But a lot of the weird philosophies that if I went to a mega church and told them, they'd be like, oh, no, don't say that out loud. Don't do that. You can't, we have to control you, are in this book. And then the fictional story takes off, right? So a lot of my explorations happen, and then the fictional side takes off to a philosophy that is kind of a secret. If I reveal it, it's going to suck to anybody that reads it, because they're like, oh, well, there went the surprise. Thanks a lot, dude.
I saw the PDF of the book online. I'm skimming it now. So.
Oh, okay. Good. There you go.
You're having AI read it to you, Hunter. I know you will.
I went on a pipe smoking show, tobacco pipe smoking show, and they had the Apple book reader or whatever PDF reader read their Kindle book that they ordered of our book so they could get it. And they're like, dude, it's the most bizarre thing. Because like when they would describe things that you're describing in the book, it would sound so robotic. And
Right.
we'd have to go back and go, what the hell did that just say? But everybody's loving it. I mean, I wanted to write it from the perspective where if you're a devout Christian, you'll love the fictional story of it. If you're an atheist, if you're a Buddhist, if you're a Jewish person, if you're a Muslim person, whatever your thoughts, you can enjoy this. You can enjoy this for the fictional story. If you're a seeker and a skeptic like me that is constantly questioning everything, you'll kind of hear those little hints and winks and nods and be like, oh, that's kind of cool too. But it's not anything, my mom was scared to death to read it. She was like, are you just bashing Christianity? I'm
Right.
like, no, I'm
Burn it all to the
not.
ground.
I'm like, I am telling my true things that I dealt with in college that led me to where I am. But about halfway between college and where I am now, I turned it into this really cool fiction, sci-fi, crazy AI stuff, story. And she was like, oh, well, I'm scared to read. I'm like, just okay. All right. If you want to read it, you do. If you don't, you don't.
Tell her just to buy a copy, and if she reads it or not, it's fine. Just make sure she buys one.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
That's what
No,
she has to read it, just buy it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's been a fun ride. I've sold a few copies, not a whole lot, but seeing the response from people like Yehuda, he was one of the first people I reached out to, because I was like, dude, it questions, our belief systems on heaven and hell. And he was like, well, Jews don't believe in hell anyways. And I was like, oh, okay. And, I showed him some of the stuff I talked about of Judaism in there. I was like, is this offensive to Jews? And he was like, no, not at all. He goes, I think it's kind of cool. He goes, think about it this way. Were Buddhists pissed off when Star Wars came out? I said, no. He goes, Star Wars is full of Buddhism philosophies, and I was like, I never thought of it like that. He
Yeah.
goes, no, he goes, as long as you're taking it from a fictional perspective and you're not saying all this stuff is true, you're good.
Yeah,
And he
not calling out
he
as the
texted
gospel.
me he texted me as soon as he was done. He goes, dude, that book was outstanding. It was phenomenal. He goes, I loved it. And I was like, yes. Because Yehuda is about as devout Orthodox Jew as you can come.
Yeah.
Who is this now?
He's Pew Pew Jew, Yehuda Rimmer.
So my girlfriend Candy's Jewish.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And she follows him pretty heavily.
Yeah. He's a good dude, man.
He's awesome.
You know him, man?
Yeah, good for him.
Okay.
He's one of those guys that, he's so devout that like Friday night, as soon as the sun goes down, to Saturday when the sun goes down, you can't get a hold of him. He observes the Sabbath and goes hardcore with it. But he's an author too. He's written several books.
I was thinking on this bookshelf. I had his book on the common sense gun laws, but
the bullet points.
The bullet points, yeah, there it is. But I think it's on my other side, so I can't get it. But Hunter, his book, the bullet points, it's called "Reasons Why America Should Embrace Common Sense Gun Laws." You flip the whole thing. Yeah, you flip the whole thing. Yeah. It's blank. It's absolutely blank. It's fucking awesome.
We had him sign copies of it at our booth at NRA in Houston, and like people were coming by and be like, "What? Why would y'all have this kind of book? How to embrace common sense gun law? That's ridiculous. How could you come to the NRA?" I'm like, "Open the book. I'm not reading that shit." And I'm like, "Open the book," and they open it and it's all blank pages. They're like, "Oh, okay, that's funny. That's good."
Yeah, it's absolutely awesome. So the funny thing is, I knew you did your book, and honestly, because I'm a super slow reader, like the time it takes me, not reading is slow, but the time I sit down to actually read a book from start to finish takes me a long time, just because.
Is it because you're retarded?
That's exactly it's because I'm retarded.
Okay, I suspected, but
yeah, he works for High Point.
Technically, no, I don't, but whatever. But it takes me a long time to finish something. I'm in the middle of a series. And so I knew you put your book out there, but honestly, I wouldn't expect it to be a fiction at all book. I thought it was going to be more like your biography or something. So now to hear that it's this like trippy, bendy genre book, that's pretty sweet.
It's and one of the main characters' mentors that he comes across is a guy named Gunny, which you would appreciate, Hunter, kind of a Marine. Huh?
You said his name was Gunny?
Gunny, yeah, his name's Gunny. So he's kind of the Marine. He's got an EGA tattoo, all that stuff. And I'm not going to tell you too much about him because that reveals a lot of it too. But it's kind of cool. And I wrote it. I'm ADD as hell, and I wrote it like I just brain vomited, all my ideas. And then I'm like, I can't make this make sense. And so then I went to AI, and I'm like, hey, ChatGPT, this is kind of my outline. And it was like, oh, well, that's out of place here. You should put this here. And I was like, oh, shit, I don't need an editor. I don't have to pay thousands of dollars to an editor. I'm just going to have ChatGPT be my editor. And I had to learn. This is how I had to learn. I didn't understand AI that much.
Right.
So I started plugging stuff in and giving it, Word files. And it would try to rewrite the whole fucking thing. I'm like, no. I'm like, just tell me, are there grammar errors? Are there formatting errors? Does this flow well? Does that flow well? And once I got the prompts very specific, I mean, my prompts were almost a page.
You got to be specific with them.
Yeah. And once I got that down pat, dude, it was awesome. And all of a sudden it was like something just opened up in my brain, and I was just going balls to the wall. And I'm a huge Dan Brown fan, author, and similar type of style, except instead of Robert Langdon being the scholarly Indiana Jones guy, my main character, Keel Carter, is just this normal everyday guy that ends up wrapped up in this whole conspiracy thing. But he announced his book, The Secret of Secrets, like 6 or 8 months ago. And I was like, oh shit, my book's got a secret. Oh my God, what if he's writing the same damn secret? So that lit a fire under my ass. And dude, I typed like a madman. Every night when I got off work, I was writing. Weekends, I was writing. I was just going crazy because I wanted to publish it before September 9th, which is when his book published. So I got it published and uploaded and everything on September 4th.
Holy shit.
So even if it's the same, and I haven't read his book yet, so I don't know if it's the same. Even if it's the same, I'm like, nope, fuck you. I got it out first.
Nice.
So,
That's awesome.
but yeah, it's been a fun kind of little experience because I've always talked about writing a book, and I've started like I have a business book that's all written, but it's in that word vomit format.
Right.
But I just haven't taken the time to really go back and polish it up and stuff. But this one came from, there's a couple characters in there that I loosely based on real friends of mine. And one of my friends and I, he's kind of a deep conspiracy theorist. And I threw this philosophy at him one night, and dude, he spiraled. Like he was like, oh my God, dude, that makes so much sense. I'm like, no, I'm not saying it's real. He goes, no, but it makes sense. Holy shit. Oh, that's what's happening. And I'm like, no, stop, bring it back. And if you ever read it, you'll see that character and you'll know exactly who I'm talking about. But it was just kind of a cool, neat thought. And kind of a thought that makes sense. I mean, I'll kind of hint towards you, right? If y'all have been, I'm assuming Hunter from his reactions to stuff I've said, are you Christian or grown up Christian, Dave?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a lot of stuff in our Bible that came from visions from God, right? Where people are describing something in the future that was given to them by God.
Sure.
Whether it's chariots with eyes of fire and flames, you drive them, they're cars, eyes of fire, streets lined with gold. If you walk on our streets now, they got yellow stripes. Now, put yourself back in biblical days when they lived in grass huts, there was no electricity, they didn't even know the earth was round and there were other planets. And God gives you a vision of right now.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Dude, you'd be like, oh my God, this is amazing. This is a God box. It tells me everything I need to know, so you can kind of see where I'm going with that. And that's kind of where the story goes fiction route, and it was fun to write. It was fun to kind of like take that farther than just a late night discussion with buddies. But it's a good book. I read it twice after I wrote it, one when I was editing it and second time just to see if it made sense at all.
Yeah.
My wife read it. My sisters both read the manuscript. The funny thing is I always heard to write a good character, base it off of something in you that's real. And there was a lot of that philosophical, deep spiritual, searching thing that I did. And so I wrote Keel Carter as Zeke, I wrote him as me. Well, I published and hit publish on Amazon before I caught all the Zekes, and my sisters were still reading the manuscript. So Yehuda actually has a collector's item. He has the only book that got sold with the few Zekes. Because my sister texted me one day, she was like, this book is great so far, but why did Keel all of a sudden become Zeke? And I'm like, oh shit. And so thank God it was on Amazon because you can go edit the manuscript and re-upload it. So I edited it out and I went and checked to see how many sold. And the only one that sold was Yehuda. So I told Yehuda, I was like, you've got the only copy that has Keel and Zeke, both the same guy.
Interchangeably. That's hilarious. Holy shit.
So, yeah, it's been cool, but it's kind of tapped into that writer side of me, that I always wanted to do. And this is going to be book 1 of 2, maybe 3.
I was going to ask you that. You can turn this into a series of books.
Yeah, it's going to be 1 or 2, definitely 2, but it might be 3 depending on how much, because there's a lot of concepts. So my goal here comes the ADD again. My goal with this book, this fictional story is. And the reason I didn't really market it hard after Yehuda posted it, Yehuda posted it on Monday, the 9th of September. Everybody knows what happened September 10th.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I have an entire chapter in this book talking about us living in a society where everybody disagrees with each other. And instead of just disagreeing, we want the other side dead.
Holy shit.
And I'm like, oh, fuck, I can't market this right now. Because that was going to be a big part of my marketing campaign is I want this book to kind of be able to make a difference in the way people think,
Right.
and just be like, hey, I used to go to family reunions where I had Democrats and Republicans in the family, and they'd fucking debate, maybe get a little bit heated, and then we'd all sit down and eat, and everybody's fine.
Right. They just
Right. That's normal way of being.
Yeah, and now it's like, you don't think like me, die. What?
Mm-hmm. You're not one of us. You're one of them.
Yeah, and it's I'm seeing it on both sides now. It's like, okay, if you are saying, if you're calling the right fascist, right? I'm going to then ask you, so what do you think the world should be? Well, people should think like us. Okay, so everybody should be the same. Yes, absolutely. That's fascism.
Yeah. Yeah. Welcome to being a fascist.
That's what the Nazis wanted. They wanted everybody to be the same. And, I hear it on both sides. There's extreme right-wing people that are like, everybody should be conservative. I'm like, but that's not what our country was founded on. Free thought. Everybody think for themselves, and we'll figure out what works best and what we can blend together. It's like, one thing I've always said is we have a good system. Our Constitution works. Us making it a democratic republic, not a democracy. It is a democratic republic. And the way they did it was almost perfection, right?
Yeah.
Because most democracies have failed within 250 years. Scary thing is we're coming up on 250 years.
Right.
But most of them have failed. But the genius part of it is leadership has the ability to make both sides get along. Well, the last 20, 30 years, we keep electing extremists on either side. Well, who is going to be able to go, hey, you over here, let me grab your hand. Okay, you over here, grab your hand. Shut the fuck up. Let's make shit happen. What's our common ground that we can find? How can we make it all work? And just, to steal Rodney King's phrase, why can't we all just get along?
It's fucking real though. Like, good God.
Yeah, it's bizarre, man. And after Charlie Kirk was assassinated, it's just like, for the first time, I've said lots of times, I'm going to get off social media. Fuck this shit. It's annoying. Dude, I had to. When my 14-year-old son, and I've seen shit in my life, I have seen some crazy fucked up shit in my real life. When I saw that video, it still was a gut punch. And my 14-year-old son called me and he was like, Dad, I don't know what to do with this. I just saw that happen. And I'm like, no 14-year-old boy or girl should have watched that fucking happen.
Yeah.
And having him to kind of having him walk him through that processing part, and bad things happen.
You can't erase that shit from your mind. It's stuck there. It's
there. I mean, how many? This is going to sound like a joke, but it's really not. How many Dexters were created when they saw that fucking shot?
Right.
They're not old enough. They don't have parents that are going to sit down and walk them through that and process it. They just see a guy get shot and his neck explode. They don't know how to deal with it, and nobody's reaching out and helping. Well, guess what? Most kids do. They fucking clam up, and they have that antisocial, sociopathic behavior start to show because they didn't know how to process it. And that part scares me. What did that create? But wow, I am ADD and all over the place with this shit.
No, you're good. Well, okay, ask you. So Exit to Now, obviously it's on Amazon. Is that like the best way to get it, or is there anywhere else you want to send people to get it?
You can get it anywhere. I published it both on Amazon and on Ingram Spark. So Ingram Spark is what people self-publish on when, like, say you want to go to Barnes and Noble and say, hey, can you order me Exit to Now by Zeke Stout?
Okay.
That actually helps a little bit getting the word out. If Barnes and Noble gets a few and then they're like, hey, we need to order like 20 of these for each store. But the downfall of that is if they order 20 of them for each store and then after a couple of years they haven't sold and they send them back to Ingram Spark, I got to pay for it.
Ooh, shit.
So that kind of sucks. But Amazon's the easiest way. It's actually probably going to be a little bit cheaper. I think it's like $1 more if you go to the other. But yeah, you can still go to your local bookstore and ask for it. The Kindle version is $4.99. The paperback is $14 or $15.99. There you go.
Yep, and hardcover is $27.99.
Hardcover is $27.99. Yep.
Yeah.
And if anybody wants it signed, shoot me a message on Instagram or something, and send it my way, and I'll ship it back to you signed. Unless you're a total douche, and then I'm just gonna say douche.
I'll just wait and find out when we're gonna meet up at the same place, and I'll bring you my copy.
Yeah. And you know who I would, and now I'm gonna segue for you. I'm gonna do the old radio thing. I'm gonna segue for you. I've had several people say that it reads like a screenplay. You need to turn this into a movie or show. And the person I want most to produce this show is Noah Hawley, who did the Alien series, Alien Earth, that I loved.
Oh, I had this listed to talk about Alien Earth. And actually, my note says Alien Earth, and then in all caps, sucked.
I didn't think it sucked. I think if you try to shoehorn it in with the original movie's canon, yes, it didn't suck. It was a well-made show. It had some really cool shit in it. But it kind of didn't make a lot of sense. I'm going to give them at least because they've already slated for 2 more seasons, I think. Because maybe they have. I've been offline. I think where the show is 3 years before Alien. Yeah. Stupid. So they got it.
Stupid. That's dumb.
But I thought it was good, man. I think the thing that they lost me on connecting it to that one was the AI being these badass superhuman things, which I think is super cool. I love that concept. But then why weren't they like that in Alien and Aliens? They were just, robots that bled jizz.
and there's so like, don't get me wrong, when I say the show sucked, I'm not completely hating on it. I'm really not. I've loved the Alien franchise for so bloody long. I enjoyed watching the show. I certainly didn't love it from beginning to end. And it certainly kind of went downhill from the first 2 episodes, I feel like, to the end of it. But it's well made. It looked great. I think their acting was solid. Like, these adults that are actually 12-year-olds were believable at that shit. Like, the dumb shit. Like, two guys hit each other going, dude. Like, it got old, but you're like, that's realistic. My son does that right now. Like, dude.
And I dug the Peter Pan analogy and mythology kind of tied into it.
I did, except they kept hammering you over the head with it. Like, we get it, it's fucking Peter Pan. Like, every episode, this is a Peter Pan reference. Like, I know, I got it the first fucking time.
Well, I think it was the show that douchebag trillionaire dude, the kid, was the Peter Pan. And the reality of the book Peter Pan is he was kind of a kidnapping fucker,
But again,
he just stole people's kids.
Wasn't all that pretty obvious, though, by like the first 2 episodes? I kind of thought it was.
Yeah.
So they kept hammering it every single episode.
But all their names were Peter Pan names. So,
right. Because it was so on the nose. Because it was crazy on the nose. It wasn't subtle in the slightest fucking degree, man. But my biggest issue with that is like you said, is they created so much other cool stuff, and this is a prequel to Alien. Stop in general, not just Alien, but in general, stop with fucking prequel stories. George Lucas started with the prequel trilogy 20 plus years ago, and guess what? Even his own shit didn't completely line up with his own creation.
Yeah.
It's like, stop with the prequels. I'd give the show way more passes if it took place same time or just after the second film. I'd give it a lot more leeway.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
100 down here watch like
I ain't seen fuck all of that. I'm watching reruns of Big Jake and Rio Lobo.
Reruns are fine.
Oh, but I love the metaphor, not metaphor. What's the word I'm looking for? The analogy, I guess, of how the first, almost all the episodes until the last 2, you're like, this AI is so cool. Oh, you can be immortal. You can have your consciousness downloaded into these robots. But then the last 2 episodes kind of went a little Terminator 2, like, hey, it is always going to be really neato in the beginning. And eventually these fuckers are going to go, oh, no, we're more powerful than anything. This is our fucking world now.
Yeah.
Deuces, and that's that last episode when he goes, well, what are you going to do now? And she goes, we rule. And
Yeah.
she walked off. I was like, oh, fuck.
No, they're definitely, like I said, there's definitely some cool shit, cool ideas. Like that whole concept of taking their bodies. I like the idea of you can fit a child's mind into this robot because it'll grow. But
Right.
then things they touch on, the redhead goes psycho and kills some people.
Oh, hold on. That's SOP for redheads, though, by the way. I've dated like 6 of them.
I've dated a few as well. I can concur with you. I agree with you on that.
I'm counting you in that, by the way.
But the interesting bit being goes early in the show, they talk about how these kids now in these human bodies as androids don't have hormones because they're machines. So it's like, oh shit. So this show's going to go into some really deep shit of how can this child ever develop into a human being or into an adult without these hormones? But yet then they kind of just did never touch on it. Like the girl went crazy and they're just kind of like, oh yeah, she's the crazy one because she's the redhead hunter. It's like, oh yeah, she'll kill people because she's a redhead. It's like, wait, what? You're not going to come back on any of this shit?
And see some of that stuff, I'm going to give them the duration of however many seasons they get out of it. Hey, if they don't try to figure out a way, because the only thing I can think, like this is what I can think, right? Is if they basically have some major kill switch on all these fucking badass, child robots, because if that's the case, if they really let them go and rule, then Alien doesn't exist.
Right.
Unless that's already an exploratory ship that's already out there now during the timeline of this.
Right.
Which makes sense because it takes a long fucking time to get to places. So maybe Sigourney Weaver's already out there. I don't know. That's the only part I had to stop and go, okay, turn off all the Sigourney Weaver aliens and watch the show.
And okay, so this is also so multi-layered, this shit. One, I hate the fact that the show went on for 8 episodes, gave you all these questions, and by the end of the show, didn't answer a damn thing. It just left it all completely open for another season. Fuck all that. Let your story be a beginning, middle, and end. Leave some loose ends to tie into the next season. Instead, they're like, nah, it's all open.
I'm now going to start calling you at every shot show. I'm just going to walk up and say, what's up, Veruca Salt? Wasn't Veruca Salt the one on Willy Wonka that's, I want it all and I want it now?
But then you go further. So I started listening to the podcast they did. There's an alien podcast about the show.
Oh, yeah.
And even though like Noah Hawley himself, like, is contradictory. At one point in the podcast, he's like, oh yeah, this doesn't really tie into Alien. This is just its own thing. Another time he's like, oh yeah, maybe hope later on it'll tie into Alien. You're like, fucking pick one, dude. Pick your fucking canon and just roll with it.
Well, the fucked up thing is one of my favorite TV shows of all time, he did. And I don't know if you've ever watched Legion on, he's being talked to. I'll stop. Yes.
Good night, buddy. Poking me.
But
no, Legion was wicked as shit.
Dude, Legion was, and that was a Noah Hawley. And the first few episodes of Alien Earth, I was like, dude, this feels like Legion. Oh, this is cool. And then it wasn't until like the 3rd episode I actually watched the credits and I saw Noah Hawley and I was like, oh,
you didn't know it's him?
Now.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know it was him.
That was like when they announced it and one being a prequel, I was like, this is dumb. Fuck off with that.
Yeah.
And to the TV show, I'm like, okay, that's kind of cool. But then Noah Hawley, I'm like, all right, I can get behind that. But then it turned into a mess of what it is.
I loved it. When I saw Dave's post, he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna say this, and this is all I'm gonna say. Alien Earth sucked," and I was like, "Fuck you! I'm texting him right now."
I enjoyed watching it. I enjoyed watching it with my son. We both enjoyed watching it, but we both didn't absolutely love it by any means. We had a lot of nitpicky issues.
Yeah,
but at least now I'll take this. Oh, absolutely. I'll take this for Hunter. We can segue you back into this, buddy.
Oh, I fucking please. I mean, I'm sitting here waiting with bated breath to input on something that makes a fuck, and y'all talking about bullshit TV shows. Whatever. I mean, when are we going to talk about fucking guns? Fuck!
Yeah, we'll get there in a minute, Pounder.
Whatever.
So, Zeke, I don't know if you see my stuff on Instagram or Facebook, but every October I do the 31 days of horror movies.
Oh, yeah.
So every single day I watch a horror movie, and this is like the 6th year I've been doing it, I think. So
I'm just going to
today.
Is that okay?
So today, being home before the colonoscopy, I ended up watching The Howling, 1981.
Oh, the original.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I hadn't seen that in so long. I really didn't remember jack shit other than what the werewolves look like. And even when it got to the end, I was like, which spoilers, people, it's fucking old. Where she turns into a werewolf on camera on the news station.
What?
Oh, shut up, Hunter. I was like, oh yeah, this is where the scene's at. I was like, I knew there was a scene. I'm like, what the hell? Where was it? Because I think one of the last ones, the last Howlings, where it took place in a castle, is the one I remember the most because I think it was just on HBO back in the day more often than not. But yeah, the original Howling, dude, that's a badass werewolf movie. Like that's up there with American Werewolf in London. Probably kind of like
which is probably the greatest werewolf movie there.
In London.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's so good. So good. But it got my gun mind. Here you go, Hunter. My gun mind thinking. At one point in the movie, they stopped in a random shop, and dude from Gremlins, the old man that ran the snowplow, and the gun shop in the No. The gun shop in the Terminator, the old guy in Gremlins who ran the snowplow, character actor in the 80s and everything. He's in there and he's in a weird shop of like occult stuff, books, and he had a box of ammo that was silver tip 30-06 that he had made for somebody, and the guy never paid for it and came to get it. So then the guy that decides to go save his girlfriend and his friend, he comes in, grabs it, says "fucking bill me," and goes up with a 30-06 bolt action to kill some of these werewolves. I started thinking, like, all right, silver tip bullets, like, is it just because you're dipping the bullet? Is it like a full silver cast bullet?
So you couldn't shoot a silver cast bullet out of 30-06.
Okay.
No, you could,
wouldn't it?
You could, but it wouldn't work very well.
Why is that?
It's too soft.
Yeah, it's smush up on the way out.
Soft. Yeah. What's the Brunel on a silver bullet on silver versus lead?
I have no fucking idea.
Like pure lead, I think is 8 Brunel, right?
Okay.
So I'm gonna find out, but you'd have to gas check it, and you'd have to shoot it way slow.
Well, and that's I'm completely with you on that, but my mind started thinking of, in most movies, like I said, this was a 30-06. You watch like the movie Silver Bullet, it's what, a 357 Magnum, I think.
44 special.
Oh, it was a 44 special. Okay, so still something a little hotter and faster. I don't know. I don't remember. I have to look it up. But my mind started thinking, in all these werewolf movies, why is anybody just loading like buckshot? Wouldn't buckshot be like an awesome werewolf to turn around? A gun you can load fast enough, you can run through it pretty damn hard and fast, and it's easy to truly load.
Yeah. Pure silver is about 20 Brunel.
Okay.
Which you could drive pretty hard out of handgun velocities.
Okay.
A lot of lead 10 antimony hard cast or 20 Brunel. That's linotype. So I still think so. Copper is about 40 Brunel, so it's half a copper. So you couldn't, if it was a bolt action 30-06, you could load it 1,200 feet a second,
which is still enough to kill somebody.
Yeah,
180 grain bullet at 1,200 feet a second. Yeah, but I mean, past fucking 80 yards, it's gonna drop like my fucking dick.
And and I'll say, and even watch the movie, he didn't shoot anybody more than at most was probably 25, 30 yards. So 30-06 could work in it, but again, why not buckshot then?
Buckshot what?
Silver buckshot.
What are you gonna cast that with? A buckshot mold?
Sure. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there, man. You want to talk gun shit? This is an idea I had on gun
shit.
Right, so what out today about this?
All right. Okay. So lead Brunel was around 5 to 7.
5 to 7.
Yeah. Huh. So silver is significantly harder than pure lead.
Right.
So you could cast it then.
Yeah.
Well, you can't shoot pure lead out of a fucking rifled barrel. Right. Not long.
Okay. Well, again, buckshot.
All right. But I mean, you're gonna have to cast it somehow.
Well, sure. But as I'm saying, you like most movies, like when they make a silver bullet. Well, let me back up. Most movies, you don't ever see them make a silver bullet. They just all of a sudden show up. Somebody has silver bullets.
No.
In Blade, they did. You saw it.
And also in Oh, what was that fucking badass movie with the crazy fucker with teeth, big teeth? Gary Busey, Silver Bullet.
Well, yes, I was gonna say,
Boy, was what
CBS. Silver Bullet is like one of the few ones you see him actually loading it, but again, that comes down to a handgun cartridge.
However, he was smelting silver in a lead furnace, and a lead furnace won't get hot enough to smelt silver.
Okay. But okay, fine. So put some movie logic into it. Say the lead furnace is hot enough because it's a movie. They don't care. Why not silver buckshot? I mean, at the range, most movies they're shooting, a werewolf at, a shotgun would be fucking devastating in buckshot.
Yeah,
especially something like a werewolf.
Right?
If you had not enough capacity, yeah.
Who makes a buckshot mold? Does Lyman make a buckshot mold?
Shit, I don't know. You would know if anybody, man.
You can load anything in a damn shotgun shell.
That's what I mean.
I've seen Legos loaded in shotgun shells.
You can put your silver fucking ring in a shell and just recrimp it. Put a little wax on it, and
True. Yeah. Just throw whatever trinkets.
I have a question, totally off subject, but kind of on the sci-fi level. So is Hunter like in an alien spacecraft and the living room is just like camouflage? Because that door looks like it's leading to some portal to fucking another dimension or some shit.
It's a pocket dimension.
Sex dungeon.
Sex dungeon. Oh my even God. Better.
Those are my LED lights on my screen-in porch where we sit out
gotcha.
And
it looks like this hallway down some alien spacecraft.
We sit out there.
You said Hunter. I was like, oh my God, because it looks like an alien quarter. I totally see it.
Yeah, we sit out there and listen to Jerry Clower and drink mezcal.
Nice.
Oh my God. You should podcast
drink mezcal or do mescaline. Which one?
According to whatever's handy.
Oh, okay.
No, you should totally podcast them sometime just for the weird vibe of it being these weird red lights.
It's really dark though out there.
Is it too dark for that?
You whine like a bitch about camera quality.
I mean, it can't be any worse than this other than darker. And oh no, I mean, it's mostly an audio show anyways.
This is like the set of To Kill a Mockingbird, okay? Perfect.
Wow.
So as best mythology serves,
sure,
you need approximately, this is 92.5% pure silver. This is just mythology.
Well, okay.
Sterling silver, which is 90, sterling silver is your bare minimum. And that melts at around 955 Celsius. Oh, fuck. That's
hot as shit.
Yeah, what is 955 Celsius in America?
Look, give me a second. I'll do it.
A lot. Like what is that? 1600?
1751.
I was close.
1751.
Yeah, you were close. Damn.
Yeah. So you're
playing on Zeke.
You're typical. Even a real nice RCBS lead furnace fucking peters out about 900 degrees.
Well, okay, so it's not that then. So we're talking it's movie wise, so none of that shit really matters because it's movies.
Oh, excuse the fuck out of me for trying
to. No. I'm throwing this out there. You should calm down, Nancy. Calm down.
Hands up! I can't breathe.
I thought recently I did a dive looking into werewolf mythology and the whole concept of a human being turning into this overly large wolf thing is a Hollywood creation in the first place. That like Native Americans' lore of a werewolf really isn't a big monster. It's literally turning into a wolf. That's it. Just a wolf. Man becomes a wolf and stays a wolf. That's it.
Okay.
Well, that's interesting. So you're trying to tell me all this cool werewolf shit is literally just Hollywood shit.
But werewolf goes back to King Lycan, right?
Because that's kind of what I'm throwing to you. I don't know.
It's man, I'm gonna fuck this up.
That's okay.
It is considered lycanthropy, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So there was a King Lycan. I don't know. I'd have to Google that or Chat GPT it. But
something I have to look up now. I'm gonna want to know.
Where did the werewolf myth originate? It originated in ancient Greece in Indo-European warrior initiation rituals. Ah, look at this. Hunter got it. Like the myth of King Lycan and Herodotus' account of the Nuri tribe. So he nailed it.
I remember it had something to do with a Greek named King Lycan, because that's where lycanthropy is.
And there's the human to wolf transformation in the Epic of Gilgamesh. King Lycan is a central figure in Greek mythology. He was the king of Arcadia and was turned into a wolf by god Zeus as punishment for attempting to trick him into eating human flesh.
Yummy.
Yum,
Okay.
yum.
That sounds like some fucking Wendigo shit.
It's kind of my mind was going there too. I was thinking that.
Because that's how you get a Wendigo, with somebody starving to death and they cannibalize another human, especially another blood relative.
Yeah.
Then that's
what would be awesome to use on a werewolf gun is a Frytech magnetic buffer system.
Oh God.
I was thinking about like a great big silver dildo.
That would be cool too.
Well, I mean,
it's not
over.
Similar.
You're ramming up in there. I mean,
punish him enough to realize he's made bad life choices. And then at that point, maybe he fucking kind of wolfs out a little bit and realizes, hey, I can self-regulate and become domesticated, and now you got a pet werewolf.
Right.
This is my pet werewolf, and I would name him Dave.
Fuck. Where's that? Here it is. Here you go, Zeke. Bam.
Oh, what are we? There we go. Boom. There it is. The MBS magnetic buffer system.
There we go. Yeah.
So another thing I do, Hunter, is I'm part owner in a company called Frytech, and we own the utility patent in reducing recoil in any firearm using magnets. So instead of a buffer spring in your buffer tube, it's stacked magnets with certain strengths. So it's using Newton's third law. And so the more you give it, the more it gives back. So the recoil is almost completely flat. It's pretty awesome.
So let me ask you this. What is the advantage of that over something like a H4 Plus buffer with tungsten weight?
Does it still have a spring?
Oh, yeah, for sure it's going to have a buffer spring. But you got you got an H4 Plus buffer, stainless steel, and full of tungsten weights with little rubber dividers.
So with ours, it's magnetic. So the tungsten weights aren't going to force against each other. You know, when you play with magnets and you have the different polarities, they push against each other.
Okay.
The weights is just giving you more weight to absorb the recoil. The magnetic is actually, it's almost like you shot a SCAR that has the reciprocating handle, and that reciprocation kind of takes a little bit of recoil out and keeps it flatter. Same kind of principle. So it's pushing and then it's pushing back with the equal force, not just whatever the spring is strengthened for. So like, all right, you can't go to 338 Lapua from a buffer spring that shoots 223, right? You got to get a stronger spring. And well, with our magnets, you know, it gives back what you put into it.
So there's no spring?
There is a little spring to help it go into battery, but other than that,
there's not a buffer spring.
No, it's a spring that kind of just helps at the end push it back into battery. It's the magnets that are lined up in the tube that are pushing back and then pushing back forward.
Y'all are fucking with me.
That's fucking no, he's not fucking with you.
No, yeah, we've got the utility patent in it too. I mean, this is something that like, you know, and we have the patent to use it in any firearm. You know, so anybody watching that has a manufacturing company wants to license the technology, freaking call me. Because you can use this in anything.
But that's designed for an AR, yeah?
This one's specifically for an AR, yeah. But I mean, we're looking at companies that are looking to use it for, 50 cal to, I mean, anything that's using a spring currently. The biggest people that are the most excited about it are like people that make competition shooting guns, because you can get like one of those 2011s shooting like this. Just
does it fuck with reliability?
No. Now, when we started sending out our prototypes, it wasn't chambering right. And Paymax, who was awesome, they were the first company to license it. They're like, hey, we love the technology. We're going to license the technology, but we got to tweak some stuff because it's not chambering the second round. It's not going back into battery. And we're like, dude, we're selling the idea. Right. So they tweaked it, they redesigned it, and they got it working flawlessly. But yeah, as far as like reliability, once you have it designed on your firearm, it's just as reliable as a spring, if not more. because
I'm gonna give this
with
a
the
shot. This is
magnets,
cool.
the wear is not as much as the spring, so it's going to last a lot longer too.
I'm gonna send this to Andrew Barnes, and he's gonna shit a cat.
Yeah, dude. And if he wants to talk to me, give him my number. You can get it from Dave.
Do you have?
Let's not say it on the air, but
yeah, right. It's not full of Sean Heron. Did you grab a link, or do you mean send it to you, Hunter?
I just took a photo of that. I'm gonna text that to Barnes and see what he says.
Okay. Sure, he's probably like,
I'm trying to get this company High Point to put it on their ARs, but I'm trying to find a guy that can actually do that.
You're reaching for the stars, man. Why don't you go for like a mid-tier company like Colt?
Oh God.
Well, see, we wanted to get it to originally. I was going to go to Sig, Colt, Glock, everybody, and then I'm like, nope. I know my wife's a lawyer. I know too many lawyers, and what's going to happen is we'll take it to them. They're like, hell yeah, this is awesome. Then they'll send it over to Europe, get it developed, make it, and then they'll keep us in court forever, making money off of our product, and we can't afford to fight them because we didn't make a dime. So if I got it to market first, then there's no chance of them doing that. Because
I'm gonna be at Colt in a few weeks.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So
tell Dorsey I said hi.
Who's that?
Josh Dorsey.
He ain't there anymore, brother.
He left Colt. He was only there for a couple of years.
He's not there.
Really? Because I thought he was like CEO or something now.
He was.
That's just me, Hunter. I sent you that same thing I pulled up here.
I got a photo of me and Josh.
Where'd he go? Or did he retire?
I don't know. I talked to him. He's in Atlanta, and we were going to meet up in Hartford. And I talked to him, and he goes, I ain't there no more.
He was there at NRA.
Yeah,
so it must have been just in the past few months then.
He ain't there right now, brother.
Oh, damn.
As a matter of fact, I talked to Bob. He's real tight with Bob Coyle. I talked to Bob Coyle on the phone last night. We talked about Josh leaving.
Damn, that's crazy.
I got to find his picture. He's a great big son of a bitch.
Yeah, he's the same height as me, and Marine too.
Like a major, right?
Yeah. Yep.
When I met him, he was the CEO, and I'm like, "Hey, you gonna run this?" He goes, "Yeah." I said, "Where are you coming out of?" He said, "I was with Glock." I said, "God Almighty, don't fuck this company up like Glock."
I always felt bad for him at Glock because we tried to push stuff through with the other school I was with, and he would be all about it, and it all made sense. But then as soon as he would run it up the ladder to Austria, they'd shut everything down. No, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
It just seemed like his hands were always tied at Glock.
Let's see if you can see that.
Oh yeah, there he is.
Washed out.
Is it?
That's him.
There you go.
Look at that great big bastard.
I mean, Hunter, that makes you look tiny. Like seriously,
he's a great big fella.
He's the same height as me, Dave.
Well, you're not small, man. You and Tony both. I'm like this talking to you guys. Hey, what's up, guys? It's like, would you guys sit the hell down, please, so I can talk to you at my level?
I still want to do that high point shooting team, by the way.
Well, I want to be on it,
dude. I want to show up with like 3 or 4 guys, all of us to like a 3-gun competition.
Oh, okay.
We've all got the yeet cannon, we've all got the fucking AR, we've all got everything high point, and just smoke people, just like completely destroy them.
Totally doable, totally plausible. I mean,
yeah,
I'm not acting like it's not.
I might would pick a more reputable company, like Carr or Jennings.
I'm sorry, SCCY.
Can we get Jennings and Lorson back in the chat, please?
Dude, Lorson, that's the first handgun I ever had was a Lorson 380, and I thought it was the coolest human in the world. Even though it would be like shot, stovepipe, shot, stovepipe, shot. I'm like, damn.
My buddy had one.
What the hell?
He had one in 9mm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and he shot the shit out of it, and the slide right at the ejection port broke in half.
Oh my God.
Just broke. And I'm like, no worky.
I mean, I've seen this is years ago, but there was one photo floating around of a JCP 40 that the slide like broke in half, and I think it was just because of the mold of it. Air pocket right there on the brake.
Yeah, they
It was
were
a
like
big air
zinc.
pocket. I mean,
They were
yeah.
like heavily zinc guns.
Yeah, they're Z-Max. Yeah, I mean, so like it can happen. Does it happen that often? No, almost never. But Lorson's, I can't talk about those things. Yeah,
No.
They were awesome. It was a Walther PPK knockoff.
right.
It was
right.
like for people who couldn't afford to look like James Bond, so they just got one that was like $150.
Right, because it was there.
Yeah, me. I did it.
Well, Zeke, I know you said you were tight on time.
Yeah.
If you gotta go, no worries, man. You can hop off whenever, man.
Okay.
Sometimes we rant forever. So
Can you just loop this to where that just
hell
happens
yeah.
the rest of your show?
Yeah.
just that over and over and over.
Oh
and over
shit!
and
Hold
over.
on. I'm totally fucking it all. No, not me. God damn it! I'm trying to fucking. Here we go. Hold on. Let's go. There we go.
There we go. Just over.
You know, Zeke, you're not a bad looking man. You got an old lady.
I do.
Are y'all happy?
We are. Yeah.
Like real happy.
Well, I mean, is it for you?
I mean, are you not looking even maybe a wee bit?
No.
You change your mind.
I mean, I dig the Marines, you know.
I'll show you how to do real straight up, just deep kissing.
Oh my
well,
god!
I like them just because I was in the Air Guard, and you know we weren't tough.
Well, are you a drinker?
We got massages in hotels.
Are you a drinker, Zeke?
I was.
So
COVID, COVID killed it. Like, I quit drinking because I was going through a divorce at the beginning of COVID, and I'm like, okay, this is a depressant. It's going to make it worse than it already is. And so then COVID happens, and I just didn't drink much during that. And then I tried to drink a couple of years ago, and like my body, I was a Scotch guy, dude. I love single malt Scotch, and my body like swelled up, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
All right,
and then I'm like, "Okay, I'm going to try beer," and I same thing. And then I tried mead because I like mead.
So here's the deal: there's three things you did wrong. A, I got an 8-week class I can put you through. It's $1,699.95. Totally worth it.
Does that cover the liquor? Or that's separate?
No, that's just room and board. You got to stay with me.
Oh, okay.
But what was your favorite single malt?
Oh, dude, Macallan. I love
really
Macallan.
over Lagavulin, huh?
Yeah. So Lagavulin's a space side, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I don't like the peaty, the real peaty stuff.
So you're
I like the Macallan because it's smoky. What?
So you're a fucking woman. Okay. I mean, that's fine. Just I like it. I like the floral. You know, I like the Oban. It's sweet. You know, I like this cheesecake moonshine.
Well, that and Balvenie. I think it was a close tie between Balvenie and Macallan.
Balvenie's not bad. But,
yeah.
My favorite is Lagavulin, followed closely by Talisker.
Yes, Talisker's good too. I do like Talisker.
You know, so but anyway, well, I was going to say maybe we at Shot we can get together and have a beer or
absolutely
or a drink, but if you're going to puss out and have a glass of tea with a lemon in it, then just stay the fuck home. No offense.
I'll go to Planet 13 and then come and I'll be.
And here's all I wanted to ask was like, are you going to Shot? Or both you going to Shot this year?
Oh, the registration came in by the by.
I still got my flight set already, so I'll be out there.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah, so
I'm going to try to get a room at the Venetian.
Dude, I switched to the Venetian from being in other hotels about 4 years ago. I will never go back. It is just like
it's
awesome.
Nice. It's so much nicer than TI.
Well, and the whole you got to walk fucking 20 miles to get to your hotel.
I know.
Like, fuck that. I just walk upstairs. I'm there.
I've been staying in Excalibur, and we Uber to the front door of the Sands Expo.
Well, nice thing for you though, man. As a writer, you can do it. You can show up whenever you want. Like manufacturing wise, when we have stay at Venetian, oh god, it's so much nicer because you just walk on the show floor in
10:30, 11.
No, it's like 8 or 9.
No.
7:30 for LE.
There's no way.
Well, and even the cheap suites at the Venetian are fucking like high end shit.
Yeah, but
And the greatest thing about it that I use it for is I don't do meetings on the floor hardly anymore, unless
Just
I
go to
just
the
like
room.
buddies, like I'm going to see. I'm like, hey, meet me
Yep.
at room so and so, and then they
Yep.
walk in, they're like, oh damn, this is nice. You
Yeah,
got a little
that's a good
couch
idea.
area. And it's like,
Yep.
oh shit.
It is nice.
Yep, just go up there, and then
Yeah,
when they're
we can
done,
do that.
when they're done, you kick them out and you go lay down for a while.
That's a
Take
good
a
idea.
nap till next meeting shows up.
Yeah, I was going to look into maybe trying the Venetian this year. So
It's worth it. It's worth it for your feet. Like seriously, that sounds like a
Yeah.
bitch thing to say, but it's worth it for your feet. It really is.
you know what? That shit don't bother me. I can hump that motherfucker forever, and it's fine.
Okay.
I could carry you, and you can fucking whatever you need. What do you weigh? Like 150 pounds?
Right.
I could tote you probably in my arms.
Okay.
You know.
It's
We'll try
not so
it.
much the humping it; it's the time. It saves so much time. I mean,
Yeah, just
if
get
it
out,
takes-
sit down,
yeah.
and fucking walk in.
Yep, exactly.
But it's
Yeah, I
just
don't-
like last year I tried to do the switch, and it was like fucking $400 a night.
Yeah, it's usually like 300 to 400 somewhere in there.
So, but I wonder if it's far out enough now to book where you.
I think they know what shows are in at what times. I don't think that
Yeah.
I don't think it changes that much on it.
For a while there, last year wasn't there because they didn't have any left in the package. But if you go through the SHOT Show website, there's discounts on Venetian rooms.
It's cheaper
through the
to
SHOT
do.
Show website.
It's still cheaper if you go through like Orbitz.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that.
Not shocked by that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it because I went through the SHOT Show website link, and then I compared the same room to Orbitz, and it was still cheaper through Orbitz.
Wow.
Yeah,
Like
like
know how to make it then. I mean, shit.
I mean, last year I got a now I like to stay at Excalibur because they got a couple good restaurants.
Yeah.
And it's like a fucking 6-minute Uber ride. But last year, two round trip airfare through Delta, which was direct flight from Monday through Thursday, and to Excalibur was like $1,700, $1,600.
Oh wow.
So, but I'm gonna look at the Venetian. I might even look into it this evening.
Yeah, I may do it as I'm laying in bed. Go
Mm.
ahead and book it. That's a good looking book right there, man. Maybe
That
I'll
is a
just read
good-looking
that
book.
book.
Oh, there we
Yeah.
go. Look at that. Look at that.
I had so many people going, dude, what's that symbol? The symbol's cool. I was like, I fucking made it up. They're like, well, we thought like with your Viking, background, Western European. I'm like, nope, just made the shit up.
like a Washington monument. There's like the Predators aiming reticle.
No, that's a
there's front
dildo
sight
going.
post.
It's a
God.
very small dildo going.
So in the middle, I see a front sight post in a circular aperture.
Like an HK.
And I'm like, that
Yeah,
like an
motherfucker
HK
got
MP5.
way too much elevation on that fucking front sight. But all right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Can't put a pumpkin on that post.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, cool,
maybe
man.
I'll
I
see
appreciate y'all having me on.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
Zeke,
dude.
Maybe I'll see you at SHOT, man. Maybe
Yeah,
I'll
absolutely.
get my number from Dave and text you when you're going by the Colt booth, and we'll meet there. Fuck High Point in the butt.
Oh wow! As I was gonna say, get
We're gonna do that.
the
At
two
Colt
of you
booth?
and Tony all at the High Point booth. But fuck
Yeah.
you, Tony.
Hey, maybe we what we should do, Dave. This is a good idea, and I'm gonna give this one to you for free, because I said you're naked. We should do a fucking podcast from the High Point booth with like 5 of us.
That would be awesome.
Okay,
Well, like
okay. No, I'm not saying it wouldn't be awesome. Here's the thing: one, I'm not bringing equipment for that shit. Two, our big booth we have, it won't be there this year.
What are y'all gonna have?
We dropped down to like a 10 by 20.
Are y'all gonna be
Well,
downstairs now?
But
We're still on the main floor. Still on the main floor.
Oh,
but
okay.
But we're
But
not.
we don't
We have
gotta
no.
do
We
it.
have no meeting room. We have no closed off space. It's just a small open, only showing what's new and what's hot, and that's it. Because we're sick of spending the money of that booth for SHOT Show. So we'll keep the big booth for NRA, but SHOT Show, no, we reduce size. It's only really and truly, it's just Kara and I, and then Charlie's coming out. I think more because of his move for the NRA board.
What about what's this crack? Norton.
I'm assuming Norton will still be there.
Well, we could podcast with just a camera. We could live feed from just a camera. I could.
Better yet. We go to Zeke's room in the Venetian and podcast.
I'll just set up a whole studio in there.
Yeah, Zeke, why don't you handle that? And just when it's all set up and well lit with booze and whores and coke, you text me, and then I'll show up 3 days early.
And we'll never do the show.
Right.
No, exactly.
Don't do booze and whores and coke, kids. Stay in school.
That's it. We're out. It's a short one this time.
Yeah.
All right, well, go home, guys.
I say get out of here, man. Now you gotta go.
Yep.
Appreciate you being on with us, buddy.
Be cool, brother. Good to meet you, man. Be safe.
Right,
Later, buddy.
He seemed like a solid cat.
Oh, he's cool as shit. And I met him via Tony Simon.
Oh, nice.
Again, man, I don't know how many years ago, because we've been doing GOS show for so long. And obviously Tony was there, and he told me, he goes, "Oh, my buddy Zeke's coming up," and Zeke came up, and of course, again, I'm like this, looking on.
He looked. If he's as big as boy from Colt or was Josh Dorsey, he is a big bastard.
Yeah, he's a big dude. Like Mason was funny with the NRA show this year. I walked by Tony's booth because Zeke was with him podcasting, and Mason comes walking up, and he's trying to like look all tough as shit, and both of them are sitting down, and they're making their comments about Mason looking like my mini me clone or whatever. And Mason was trying to act all tough and cool, and I really wanted both of them just to stand up, just so Mason can go like this from looking down to going, because they're just fucking giant ass dudes.
So y'all gonna have a little bitty booth this year, huh?
Yeah, we've really shrunk it down. Kara dropped it on me yesterday. Yeah. She goes, "Yeah, it's just you." We're booking our flights. She goes, "It's just you and me." And I went, "What?" She goes, "Well, Charlie will be out there for a little bit, but it's just you and me." And I was like, "Oh shit, that's right. I forgot we're doing a smaller booth setup."
What about Charlie's boy, Kara's brother?
Josh isn't gonna be there.
Ain't even coming?
Nope. We're seriously cutting back on shop because, dude, there is no ROI. We can't really tell what the hell an ROI is from that show. We spend so much to be there. Why we have that big ass booth space? We don't need it, and we don't. Do
you think so? Colt trimmed theirs back.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of manufacturers,
of them have, dude. Like, what was it? Henry skipped the 1 year, and then the next year they were there. I think the guy told me, I ran to, that their lever action mag fed they had at the time was just in a display case. It wasn't even out to touch. And there's somebody else, I don't remember who it was, but same thing. They're like, "Yeah, we did like a really small booth and scaled it back." It's like, yeah, because it's a joke what it cost all of us to be there in this market. It's also shitty and slow. Like, no, gotta save somewhere.
Do you think? Let me ask you this: do you think SHOT's going to go away?
No.
Do you think it'll scale back?
I think NSF could do better at not charging all of us so much. Now, I understand, like, how do I say this? I know those guys that hate the NSSF and think they're just as bad or shitty as the NRA. I don't care about that in this context. I understand that NSSF has to rent out the space, and they're getting first fucked over by Freeman.
Yeah.
And Freeman charges a fucking arm and leg of what they do, and NSF's gonna make money off it because I think this is still their major money indicator for the year is SHOT Show. Yeah. So they're not cutting any of us deals, so to speak. But I think if maybe this would be a dick move, but I don't give a shit. Maybe if NSF said, "Fuck it," your booths that are 3,000 square foot, no, each brand. Okay, so if your house like. Colt's not really because it's Colt and CZ, but I was thinking like old school, like Federal, whatever the hell the giant conglomerate Federal is. If every brand only got a 10 by 10,
right?
You only bring the new shit to SHOT Show. That's it. So in our case, MKS High Point, because we have High Point, Full Forge, Inland, there 3 10 by 10s or do a 10 by 30, whatever you want to call it, but that's it because you only bring what's new. Like you go to the Glock booth and you've got 15 different copies of every Glock gun.
Yeah, is it worth to bring? Is it worth for you to be the 380 pistol to SHOT?
Is it new? No. So no. What's going to be there this year is new shit. That hasn't been at SHOT before.
Right.
I mean, so yeah, we're only taking like a handful of guns. That's all there is to it.
So there is the new High Point stuff coming.
Yeah, a couple new things. It's nothing crazy new.
Which-
Other than suppressors, I'll say that because this will air next week, and we don't have much audience, so who gives a shit? Yeah, High Point's doing suppressors.
Really?
Mhm.
Well, I want to review one.
As soon as I can, I will.
Okay.
Same with, I guess, even the inland stuff's really close too.
Have you got my SOT or no?
I think you sent it to me. Yeah,
Well, no,
but I'll double check.
It expired. I just renewed it.
Oh, then I probably don't. So send it to me.
Well, you can't send fuck all right now.
Well, I don't have anything anyways. Well, but yeah, between government shutdown and
NFAs, I talked to a couple friends of mine at the ATF. They're at the house.
No, I mean, like I said, government shutdown. Like, yeah, you ain't saying shit, so it doesn't matter. So, which is fine. It gives us time to can't get anything anyways. I don't know, man. But yes, you get your SOT and I'll get the shit to you.
Yeah, I'll email it to you next day or two. I got a photograph.
Right on.
About this big. There's no penises in it. I don't think. Maybe. Probably.
Don't you have it in a PDF format? Like, seriously?
No, I'm going to send you a fucking photo. All you got to go is to atf.org and put the number in and verify it. So you're getting a fucking photo. Like everybody else in the world. You ain't special.
Yeah, we always been told we have to have physical copies on hand.
Well, print out the photo.
I do.
Well, then there you go. Yeah. What an idiot. So,
what's up?
What did we not cover when I wasn't feeling good?
The big thing really was for me was I was at Ohio Range Day.
Yeah,
the weekend before.
And that went good. You had a good time. You shot well.
Dude, it was awesome. That was Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday.
You took Mason?
No, it was just me.
Oh,
just me. I just went up there and made new friends. Like, no bullshit.
Went up there right by yourself.
Yeah, so I did last year too. Yeah. Well, you've got to apply for it. You don't just go to it. You don't just say I'm going to go. You have to actually apply and submit an application. List like training that you've done in the last several years, and everyone there gets hand selected. Like, no bullshit.
No shit.
Yeah, it's no bullshit.
How many folks was there, you reckon?
I think I heard somebody say 200 get in. He opens it to 600 applicants and 200 get selected.
How the fuck did you get? You gave somebody a rub and tug, didn't you?
Dude, I'll tell you what. So it's put on by Achilles Heel Tactical, which is a really good training outfit that's based out of Ohio. He travels around though. And the guy's name is Rick Crawley. I taken a class from Rick. I don't know if it was 2018, 2019, his Rifle 1 class, because he came down the Dayton area. Me and a couple buddies were like, fuck it, let's go. And one buddy had taken a couple classes with him. Well, he had, I think ORD 2018 was the first year. And so in 19, we saw it was a thing that was available to like apply for it. So me and my one buddy, Nance, we were like, fuck it, let's apply for it. We got into it. It was like, oh shit, okay. And it was a cool training bit. Some of the training we did was an overview or a recover of what his Rifle 1 class was, but then some different stuff. And he had vendors there to like try a bunch of different guns and shit. It was 2 days. It was a good, or was it 3 days then? It was 3. It was a really good time. I came back in 20 as a vendor with Barnoul. And then it just hit me the other year. I was like, screw it. For 24, I told my wife, I'm gonna apply for it. She goes, what's it gonna cost? I was like, I don't know. The fee itself is like $700. I'm like, it's a lot of training though. She was like, okay. Signed up for it, and you get then later on list of the instructors that are there, and you select, make like a list of your order of what you'd like to take, and take classes. So last year I did the fighting class, and then Paul Costa of Achilles Heel Tactical, his night vision class. And then after I did it last year, then I was like, screw it, I'm gonna apply for 25. Why not? It's a lot of training you get. Basically, you're taking guys have a 1 or 2 day class. They're compressing it into like an 8-10 hour class as much as possible. So I still say kind of as an appetizer to come take more training from them. And so this year,
it's still a good class to take, even if you don't revisit.
Oh, absolutely. They tell you they're going to cram you with information and give you like 6 months worth of homework of shit you can do yourself on the range if you have the facility. So no, it's all still great training. So like this year, it was John Duffy with Kinetic Development. I took his night vision class, which was completely different from the one of last year, which I was kind of hoping it was, and it was fucking awesome. And then I think it was Nick Young. If I'm saying that wrong, I'll put it on later. With a VLOX training, he's out of North Carolina. Was his rifle class, and it was a high speed like class that was intense and a lot of shooting and pretty awesome shit. But the whole thing, I went up Thursday. Thursday was a meet and greet dinner, and they did sporting clays in the dark, and it was like $10 donation to oh god, it's a human trafficking foundation. I'm drawing a blank on it now. That's gonna drive me nuts. I'll put it in the notes later. But Langdon Tactical put on the shotgun shoot and had a bunch of ammo, and you just shot claybirds in the dark, back and forth, 2 shooters. Had some axe throwing, put on by, I think it was at Brotherhood Blades. Just a cool hangout thing just to get started. Then Friday all day is like the vendor day. So you go around, see all the vendors that are there, shooting all their stuff, trying to go for their like giveaways they'll do. Or you had Parker Mountain was there renting machine guns. So I actually shot a G36 for once. Neomag and Leopold had stages that were there. And it's just all day of basically fun shooting. And then we have a catered dinner Saturday and have the mag dump Friday night. I'll show you, send you a video of that one where everybody gets this big ass line. It actually ended up being volleys because so many people. And somebody's on a minigun, 50 cals, and you just mag dump into the berm and explosions and gas go off just for fun.
Nice.
Yeah, it's cool.
That's reminiscent of some old school Knob Creek shoots.
Kind of in that sense of it is, but it's just for that brief moment of doing the shoot. And then Saturday was my night vision class. So I came in the morning, talked to a couple of vendors, talked to some night vision guys, and basically bowed out because I was like, I'm going to chill out in the hotel room because my class wasn't until 5 o'clock, 5:30, off-site another range. And that whole night vision class with John Duffy, dude, is an absolute riot. Any of his other classes, Hunter, that aren't night vision based, like I'd recommend you like taking one. Just the entertainment value, but the dude was awesome, super cool cat, and good shit. We finished that class. I think I got back to the hotel by like 2:30 in the morning, and then I was back on the range at 9 for a VLOX for his class. And one of my classmates was in the night vision class too. So at about lunchtime, he and I both looked at each other. I was like, dude, I'm not saying I'm dragging, but I'm definitely like I'm on the downward slope of my steam here. And he's like, dude, me too. Our teacher Nick, he's like, what'd you guys stay out too late last night? We're like, well, night vision class, man. He goes, oh, when'd you get in? We're like, 2:30. And he goes, sucks for you guys. All right, cool.
No mercy.
Yeah, no mercy, no sympathy. I wasn't expecting it. It was great. But even his stuff, I would take more of his classes again. I felt like his rival class for this thing had a little more kind of a competition focus of how to get moving with your feet as much as the gun, to be faster at everything. And it was cool. I really enjoyed that because like at one point he kind of was drilling me. He's like, dude, you can't make your splits any faster. They're fast. He goes, you can be faster in your feet. And I was like, right. He goes, so go faster in your feet. And I was like, right. He goes, go. I shoot same fast, move same speed, shoot fast. And he's like, what did I just fucking say to you? I started laughing. I was like, I know, dude. That's the hard thing to do. And he goes, no, really it is. He goes, to make yourself go faster in the feet sense and not just on the trigger. He goes, that is a hard thing to do. He goes, but work on that. And I was like, sir, yes, sir.
Step on the gas, Dave.
It's hard, man. You know, you're trying to go hard this way fast, you know, like this, and not thinking about the rest of it going just as fast. And no, it was a lot of fun. It was an absolute lot of fun.
Well, I'm gonna change the subject just a wee bit.
Sure.
What do you think about Lena Michlik leaving SIG?
So I saw her and Max Michelle both leaving.
Max Michelle left as well. He was the captain.
Which I just saw that was I'm sorry,
3 days ago.
Okay, I think we just started talking about it Tuesday, and I didn't look much more into it. And then with the whole colonoscopy thing, I wasn't on social media much the last day and a half or so. I just didn't care to be on there. Pretty wild and interesting though. I thought when, especially Max Michelle, when the new SIG's like 320 pistol came out, and he immediately went to that, or not 320, I'm sorry, 2011, their 2011 style. It was like, oh, that's the safe play to get away from the 320 is shoot a 2011 style by SIG. So for him to then leave because of after that was like
they had
wow.
they had an uncommanded discharge in a fucking IDPA match. That's what I heard.
What do you mean?
Like drew a gun and the fucking thing went off before the guy got to the trigger.
Like who did?
Somebody on the SIG team.
Oh.
Like it was a sanctioned IPSIG match.
Okay. That I have not heard.
Now that's what I heard.
Damn.
You know, so I don't know, man.
I don't know either.
But so let me throw this at you.
Sure.
It's SIG. SIG will never go away. But are they gonna
I think they could shrink up. I mean, you know,
the P320 thing is
like, let's be honest, SIG USA is still a different thing from SIG over in Europe. SIG USA could die and SIG's still not going away because they're still SIG. It just means not producing shit here. But as long as they do have contracts, they have to be here to produce shit for here. But I could see that stuff being in jeopardy and going away. And the biggest problem with that is, dude, are we really gonna have to sit back and we're gonna have to pay out millions of fucking dollars for another bullshit handgun trial? You know,
I hate this happened, but stop me if I've told you this story.
Sure.
And I think I have. I've got a friend of mine. You may know him. He was at SHOT working for a manufacturer, and his SHOT Show uniform was similar to the SIG uniform as far as coloration goes.
Okay.
And he was at the Circle Bar by himself, and there was a gaggle of SIG guys. Did I tell you this?
I think so, but keep going because I think so.
There was a gaggle of SIG guys just to his right, and you know they had a few beers. Now this is all conjecture.
They're a little loose, yeah.
I'm repeating what I heard. This is hearsay. I'm not saying this is the fact, so do not sue me. And they'd had a few beers, just like 7:30. They've had a few beers. They're kind of talking shit. And one of the guys looked over at my buddy, and I guess just glanced, saw, oh, okay, part of my team. He goes, so what do y'all think about us using our end users as beta testers?
Yeah.
Okay. And my buddy was like, check, please.
I mean, but people have been saying that forever in general. So like but
to hear somebody from SIG allegedly say it.
Right. I don't know, man. I honestly have no idea what's gonna happen with that.
I sold my P320 and I really did like it.
Well, I can't remember if we've been on since then. I told you a buddy of mine, he gets out and shoots in the wintertime with me a little bit more so than any other time because the golf gets in the way, which is fucking dumb.
Oh.
Yeah, let's not go there. And I told him, I texted him, I was like, hey, dude, when the official word came from my club, I was like, hey, dude, our club banned 320s outright. You can't bring that. I was like, he goes, well, should I sell my gun? I said, I'm not telling you to sell it. I was like, you've got an X5 Legion, which I've never heard of those going off. I was like, but if you come out with it, I was like, we're going to treat you like, because we were in a hot range. You're not going to be hot. You're going to be cold all the fucking time. I was like, but in the meantime, this might be an excuse to buy another gun. And when I got face to face with him, I was like, dude, why don't you buy this new like SIG 2011? Because it uses 320 mags. You got a bunch of mags. You can carry them straight over into this gun, and it's still a cool gun, and it's not a 320, and you'll be safe in that sense.
Gun sight banned to 320.
I mean, with all these, well, I'm pretty sure Rick Achilles Heel high range, I'm pretty sure he did too. You can't bring him his classes. I mean,
I had a handgun instructor that his name is Quam. We did a video together about the uncommanded discharge, and so he teaches a lot of gaming, like IPSIG. And so what he would do, I'm paraphrasing. I'm trying to remember this, but they would film your draw and shoot.
Right.
And a lot of times it would just be a draw, present, and film. And that's kind of the thing. You review the footage and he would track you based off of the footage.
Right.
And then after a while you draw, you go to live fire and they're shooting, and the guy draws the gun, and like he gets out here, and boom, ND. Palm's like, oh, what the fuck, man? He goes, oh shit, I'm sorry, I didn't even know I hit the trigger. I'm just, I'm running and gunning.
He was here and it went off. Pew.
Well, they do a reset, and they draw, and they shoot a number of stages, and draw, boom, and then draw another discharge into the deck. He's like, wait a minute. No. I know. So they go back and they review the footage of both of those times he had an ND.
Right.
And you could see, this is what you could see his finger had not got to the trigger yet.
Wow.
He had drew the gun, and he was coming out here, and the finger was indexed along the receiver, and he was going after it, but it wasn't there yet. So,
I don't know, man. I really don't. Like, it's.
You're gonna rehash all that, but
no, you're right. But I have no fucking idea, dude.
So let's ask a fun question, Dave. I want to. What's your time? You got another 10, 15 minutes or no?
Sure, go for it.
All right. So that's a fun question, man. Just to get the 6 people that are still watching. If I ask you, what would be, let's say, for whatever reason you were limited to 4 guns.
Yeah, we've done this before. Go for it.
Have we done? No. Not for like a zombie or anything like that.
Okay.
Just you can just, let's say Mason's going to Harvard.
Okay.
And it's $147,000 a semester. And he's going to get a double doctorate in underwater basketball.
Jesus, stop with the scenario. I got it. What's
well, I was enjoying the gravy of it. So you get 4. Is that mine?
No, I need to mail you yours and that Mag carrier for you.
What Mag carrier? Oh yeah, you fucking mook.
Excuse me.
What are you gonna hit me
up and you're gonna call me a fucking
I'm gonna email you an eye punch
for hooking you up. Don't be a dick. Don't be an ungrateful dick.
I can't wait to hit you in the eye with my elbow.
4 guns for what?
Yeah, just
4 guns for what?
For from now on, just for the hell of it. What are your 4 favorites?
I mean, I feel like my safe play would be like 1 in each category, so to speak. Just to keep myself happy with what I'm shooting. So I'd say that 1301 Beretta
Shotgun.
I fucking love that thing. It's just insane amount of fun to shoot. So 1301. Probably that Springfield Echelon. Thing's fucking awesome. And at that point, I'd say take like a semi-auto rifle. I don't know, man, because like any AR I've got is fine, is fun, is capable. But then at the same time, you start thinking more long term. It's like, jump on the train of doing shorties is cool. But when you start thinking about it more, what you're doing, how much you're limiting yourself with shorties versus a 16-inch barrel isn't that fucking long, and you get still quite maneuverable. My mind kind of tells me I should, at that point, if it's just 4 guns, I should go with like a 16-inch barreled. In this case, it'd probably either be one of my setups is an LPVO or like my 416 clone, both of which I've shot the shit out of.
Okay.
So some kind of AR derivative that I have, I guess.
In 5.56.
Yeah. In 5.56. And if it's just 4 guns forever to have, that's it. Like a 10-22. Simple, fun. Well, 10-22 because it can be just simply fun, cheap to shoot, and it's still a fuck ton of utility.
Yeah.
Weight of ammo and gun.
Do you think people get hung up on the flash of shit that is maybe not the flash of shit?
Yes.
So let me throw this at you. I'm gonna throw a curveball at you. I got a gun sight class coming up.
Yep.
A CQB class.
Yep. And
it's a carbine class.
Yep.
Now I've already picked out. I got a set. I got a 7.5-inch BPM.
Of course you do.
Yeah, with a B&T can on it, with the True Meprolite True Vision red dot with a ×4 magnifier.
Okay.
Already ready. Bought my mags. Got it already ready. I'm taking the Andrews to get a colonoscopy.
Keep talking. I'm gonna grab something. Keep talking.
One day next week.
Okay.
But you know what I've been thinking is everybody's gonna be running a fucking AR there.
Yeah.
How fucked would it be if I showed up with a Springfield M1A?
How fucked would it be?
Think about that. Taking our carabine class with it's 1,200 rounds.
No, not be fucked. I think you'll get some mad respect that you run an M1A from people that dig it. The people that don't give a shit for it, they're like, you fucking brought that ancient piece of shit. I mean, so it goes both ways. I think of just the extra expensive the ammo of 308. Like, fuck all that. That's because I'm cheap. That's fine. But I'm just saying, you're not limiting yourself really anyway. I mean, especially for the classes, yeah, you're gonna run the gun the hardest it's ever been ran.
I've run the fucking dog piss out of that. It's
okay.
I'm not worried about it.
Okay, well then fine. Don't be worried about it. But then I don't think you or anybody or anything is fucked for bringing an M1A like that.
I'm thinking about, and I'm gonna run irons.
I mean, you do you, boo.
Right?
You do you.
Would that be cool?
I would honestly, I would still do like an Aimpoint T2 or not T2. This is
you can't put that shit on a M1A.
Yes, you can.
Not mine. You can't. Not without this crazy ass weird mount.
Well, you probably got some. Yeah, you got like a fucking national match long boy, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. There is a mount I've seen out there that you wouldn't do this, so don't worry about it. I'm telling you anyways. I thought it was really cool when I saw it. It's a mount that interfaces in with the slot for the stripper clips. So if you're gonna load your magazine while it's still in the gun off stripper clips, it puts the dot back at that point. It was a pretty slick looking mount. But like I said, you're not going to do that, so it's fine. Whatever. Something I'd recommend to you though. This is the IC13 invert bandolier. Actually, I wear it this way.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure they make it 308. But this thing holds 3 mags, or how many mag pouches you want to buy. Inverted.
You just jerk them out?
Yeah. That's my nice TNTE death card mag. But yeah, you just strip them out, and they actually go in really easy when it's on your person too. I wore this thing when I did the Hilo experience at Ohio Range Day. So I was in a chopper wearing this rig. And my D60, when it was empty, I went to my 40, it was on my belt, extinguished that one, and then I actually had pulled a magazine off for a guy because he only had like 2 mags. I was like, dude, here, take another magazine. So my 40 was out. I shoved it back into my bandolier, pulled another magazine out, threw it in, and ran it. And when that was empty, strip it out, throw it in, grab the next one, and throw it in. So I was like mag retention in a Hilo with that rig.
No shit.
It's a slick rig. I mean, it's a couple $100, but they're cool. I'll see if I can pull it up real quick.
I'd be better off with a little AR 556, wouldn't I?
I mean, mag retention, dude. There's my first thought is that. Do you have any AR10 or not AR10, but well, how much bigger is an M1A mag versus AR10 mag? There's similar.
AR10.
I said AR10.
Yeah. Similar. How many times are you gonna say that, Hunter?
Yeah, right.
Similar.
Yeah, they have it. Yeah, invert bandolier 7.62 AR10 M1A SCAR, not AK-47 because it's a separate kit. Yeah, those are big fucking mags. Here, I'll share the screen.
They're only 20 rounds.
Well, it just means you're reloading more often, dude. I mean, I think it'd be kind of cool. There you go.
Oh God.
See, like, This is specifically the one I have right here. So 3 AR mags on my chest.
Yeah.
And I have one for my MP5 that has like 4. But then, yeah, I mean, you could not put that pouch and put a third one on there.
It just holds 2.
Well, no, the kit. I think you. Here we'll go Coyote Brown, and then I think you add on everything else you want. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Can you send me that, please?
What's that?
Can you send me that, please?
Yeah, yeah.
I might reach out to Springfield and see if they'll send me like a SOCOM.
That's a little more Okay, here you go. You get the bandolier. So this kit for $180. You're getting the bandolier. You're getting 7.62 double pouch, so 2 mag pouches, and then the pistol mag pouch, malice clips. That's it. So this pouch right here, you don't get that. You're getting these 2 and this pistol pouch and the bandolier. So you could add on another mag pouch if you want, or first aid kit or whatever. Yeah, you can add whatever you wanted. But I, if you go with the SOCOM 16 and do like a patrol or aimpoint ACO on the SOCOM, that'd be fucking pretty cool.
I think the way to run that would be irons.
Again, you do you, boo.
I mean, my damn M1A loaded has got a bayonet lug. I would totally rock a bayonet.
Oh my god, dear God! Stop it! Stop
Come on, man.
Here, I'm gonna do one real quick for it with you. Yeah, go with the M1A. Fuck, I don't give a shit. Is the AR simpler and easier? Absolutely. But does it matter? Fuck no, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, man. I like that M1A, and it'd be different.
It would be different. Okay, let's see. Yeah, here you go. Movies so far this year, if you pay attention. The Monkey is a Stephen King story. Not scary, pretty entertaining. Basically, you wind up this toy monkey, somebody dies.
Oh, shit.
Mason and I both watched it together. Sarah fell asleep. It was very entertaining. Went back and watched Paranormal Activity. I forgot how actually kind of a slow burn this one was.
But it is fucking super freaky deaky.
It's pretty good. I hadn't seen it since it came out. Mason enjoyed it. He jumped a little bit. But yeah, that was still fun. Watched Sinners.
I hated it.
I honestly thought I was going to hate it. I rather enjoyed it. I liked it.
The first half of it was great. It was such a slow burn.
Yeah.
The Louisiana Delta, the blues, the Thompson submachine. I was like, oh, this is going to be good. And then it just, to me, it went to shit.
I could have used more of the like fighting the vampires. It just kind of turned into a montage and it was over.
Yeah, and it was the build up was so slow that I thought it was going to be this long drawn out, struggle.
Right. I get that. Honestly, the only thing I didn't really care for was I thought the clan guy showing up at the end I thought was kind of cheesy. It felt very tacked on last minute.
Oh yeah,
for him to fight them. That was just like really.
Well, that's to satisfy the racial thing.
Yeah, I get it, but otherwise, I enjoyed it. I thought I wasn't. I enjoyed it. Oh, you need to watch this one, The Void. It's on Prime.
Is it?
Yes. Very shit. What do you call it? I wasn't say just Lovecraft. But,
Lovecraftian.
Well, Lovecraftian or God, what's the fucking other term for like?
You talking about like a cosmic horror?
Cosmic horror. Thank you. That's exactly what I was going for. I enjoyed the shit out of this. I've seen it before, but I hadn't seen it several years. And I watched it again. I was kind of like, yeah, this movie's fucking cool. Very, very John Carpenter feel to the film too, which I like that.
One of my favorites.
Oh yeah. Then went to Paranormal Activity 2.
That's a good one.
Dude, I actually think I like this one more than the first one. And it surprised me. I didn't realize this one was a prequel up until like the last 5 minutes where it becomes a sequel. Because I was like, oh shit, this was really cool. It was really well done.
I don't know if it's better, but I would say equally as good.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Equally as good. Let's see then. Eva's gymnastics. Oh yeah.
I'll go back. Let me see her gymnastics. Oh, do you need a donation?
No, you don't have to, dude.
Well, Oh, so it's not regulated by the federal government?
I'm just thinking, after you can.
Yeah, how do you
$10 for gift cards. I mean, I don't think you want the frozen rolls or the cinnamon butter because I don't know how you're gonna get it.
Oh, it's on my birthday. Yeah, I'd be glad to donate. I'd be glad to donate to her gym. So my buddy's little girl, how old is Eva?
She'll be 7.
Christ.
Yeah, right. I mean, it was 7 years ago when you stopped by here.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly. I was like, wow. So my buddy's little girl is 12 and she's in a dance, and every year I sponsor her.
Oh, okay.
So
well, I'll hit you with details on that because there's always ways you can do stuff like that. Next movie we watched was Until Dawn, which I knew this was based on a game, but I've never played it. And I don't know how loosely it is, but it's kind of like Groundhog Day in a horror setting.
I've seen the previews of that. They keep dying until they can figure out how to get out of the house.
Yes. Thoroughly enjoyed it. It's not, I don't think it wasn't scary, it wasn't creepy, but it was really well done. Wendigos, a lot of Wendigos.
I love the Wendigo. You saw my story I did, right?
Oh yeah. The YouTube story was great.
Thanks, man.
But this was entertaining as shit. Until Dawn was absolutely worth a watch.
Okay.
And see what day was that? That was day 6. So we're catching up here. Yeah, yesterday.
Oh,
Day of the Dead. That's
Carl,
my favorite.
When he shaves.
Bub.
Where did I get Carl from?
Bub. I don't know. Yeah, Dr. called him Bub because his dad was called Bub. But yeah, Day of the Dead is absolutely my favorite of the Romero trilogy.
Oh man,
always has been, and it's probably one of the bleakest ones too. I don't know; they're all pretty fucking bleak.
Yeah,
but it's the goriest for sure. And yeah, then today, I was watching The Howling, the original.
The main reason I'm friends with you is to get your 31 days of Halloween.
Right. I think we've been friends longer than I've been doing this shit.
That's true. Are you gonna throw the thing in or what?
I don't plan it that much. You know that. It's kind of just at random. Like I'll just scroll through streaming services and see what's on. Like one's on my radar to watch again is the original Candyman, because I thought that was always a really good horror movie. Good Clive Barker, man.
Did you watch Nefarious?
Yeah, I watched it last year. It was great.
Fuck, that was amazing.
Jesus. But no, on my radar, like Candyman, Borrowers is one I've seen before. Another Western horror. Came out before Bone Tomahawk by a couple years.
Bone Tomahawk is gory as fuck. I was like,
gory, but I don't think it's that gory.
It's over the top, man.
This is gorier.
No.
Yes, this is gory. I think
less believable gore. When that guy's naked and they hold his legs,
okay, they split in two. Yeah, it's pretty graphic. I'll say that. I won't say it's gory. I'll say it's graphic.
And it's fucked up because spoiler alert: Kurt Russell dies at the end doing the right thing.
Right. I was so bummed when he died next. It's like, no, you just killed Kurt Russell. God damn it.
Yeah, what a mistake.
But I have like several movies on my radar to watch, new ones, old ones. I will tell you, The Thing tends to be one I watch about every fucking Halloween year.
Is Alien is a horror movie?
I think the original is a horror movie, yes.
All right, I concur. Do you think Aliens is a horror movie?
No, it's more of just a sci-fi movie.
I disagree. I think it's equally a horror movie.
No, that's fine. I've never, you know what? I've been so saturated with it and seen it so many times. To me, it's just a sci-fi movie.
Yeah.
It has some suspense in it, but it's not a horror movie. Alien is a horror movie. Alien 3 brings it back to being a horror movie.
That's in the prison, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The confinement, the no weapons, like they're pretty much fucked no matter what. Alien 3 is very much a horror movie, and I love it too.
I think in Alien 2,
please don't call it that. It's just Aliens.
Aliens, the second Alien movie.
Aliens. Yeah, Aliens.
When they said the autoguns.
Yeah.
Remember?
That's the deleted director's cut. That's not in the regular theatrical. But it's great.
That's not in the movie?
It's only in the special editions.
Get the fuck out.
Yep. Well, okay.
Wow.
The only caveat would maybe say back in the 80s and early 90s, you could maybe catch those scenes on some TV airings where they cut their bits out.
Right.
Put their scenes back in. Maybe it's
the time. And when those guns are running dry,
that's only in special edition. Otherwise, it's
wow,
a great scene. Fucking great.
To me, that's the horror aspect. They're watching the numbers count down. They're like, and then they get like 3 rounds left.
See, I always just took that as just a good suspense bit, showing you the
But you know, suspense can be hard.
They are. True. But like I said, I still don't see. I think the whole Alien series has been a genre-bending franchise because the first one is literally a slasher horror film in space.
Sure,
it is.
But
second one's a sci-fi action with some horror elements to it. I think 3 is back to a sci-fi horror. 2 or 4 is definitely a mix of all of them. It tries to have some horror elements to it, but ends up being action adventure almost with some horror.
I think Aliens is my favorite.
90% of the time, I'm gonna tell you Aliens is my favorite. That's partly also because I've seen it first and for many years before I'd ever seen Alien, before I knew it even existed.
Yeah, except for the Sigourney Weaver bikini or panty shot.
Yeah, see, I feel like I've said this before, maybe not. How many times I've watched Aliens and burn up how many VHS copies and recording off HBO. One time, I remember literally watching the beginning. She's in the boardroom, bitching everybody, and you see everybody behind her from Alien, the whole cast, go through like biopics. And I was like, man, that'd be cool if they made a movie of that. And my dad was like, what? I was like, what her crew, what they're talking about. And he goes, they did, dumbass. It's called Alien. I'm like, what? You're just now telling me this, Dad? He goes, oh, I thought you knew. What? This fucking like 88, 87, 88, 1989. You know, like, Dad, how would I know that? You know, he's like, oh, yeah, there's a first one. It's called Alien. I'm like, oh, shit. By the time I'd seen it, honestly, the first time I watched it, I was bored.
Really?
I was bored because I'd seen Aliens. I knew Aliens like the back of my hand. That watching Alien. Don't get me wrong, when they went to the derelict ship was super cool, but everything else was just kind of like, God, this movie's so fucking boring.
You know what I hated most about Alien? The captain.
Garrett? Dallas?
Dying.
Dallas.
Hated that.
Dying. Him dying?
Yeah, he was such a strong...
Well, but he didn't. If you watch the director's cut, he's cocooned up in the hive and he tells Ripley to... Well, yeah, she burns him. So, yeah, he dies.
Right, but I mean, I didn't like the fact that he got wrapped up.
Right.
You know, he's such a strong character.
And see, again, like I said, me coming back to not liking Alien, then coming back around watching it and like, okay, yeah, I love this movie. It's fucking awesome. You come around almost like full circle with it and realize like the movie starts, you don't know who the main character is. There isn't a main character. It's all of them.
Yeah.
And you don't really know it's Sigourney Weaver, honestly. Until about the time Dallas bites it, it's like, oh shit, she actually is the main character, the one that they all should listen to, and all would have been fine had they listened to her. She was by the book, but she was correct.
He was the man. I think this weekend I'm going to watch them both back to back. Again,
that's a good viewing. That's a good time.
You know, I get a whole big brand new bottle of mezcal, right on the couch, candy nine, just watch Alien and Alien Part 2, just to piss you off.
Aliens,
right? Alien
Part 2.
I know, but I love how.
Oh, you're freezing up on me. Must be getting late. What time is it? Oh, it's 20 after 11. Holy shit. All right, let's see. Hunter, you can bounce back in? Because you were like super frozen. Yeah, Aliens. If I could turn my camera, I'd show it to my poster. I have the original poster from 86 of Aliens. And that always drives me nuts. Anyone calls that shit Aliens 2 or Alien 2 or whatever. Like is it trivial and dumb? Probably, but I don't care. Damn it. Don't call it what it's not. Alien 2, Alien the sequel. All right. Well, it's almost 2 hours in and Hunter's still frozen. So I guess we're going to kill it from here. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. Thanks to Zeke for joining us. We'll have Zeke back on. Oh, and Hunter fully disappeared. Now he's gone. So, all right, everyone. If you're watching and listening to this, you already know where to find me. You need to find Hunter and follow us. So, give us a follow. Everything is all good. So, till next time. Peace out.